we need to talk about TCbH. TCbH Forsaken Isles and TCbH Doomed Run were put on Kickstarter by Rock Manor Games last year in February, and they're now making their way to publishers and reviewers alike. But what are they? Do you need to go out and get them right now? The answer is maybe, but let's get into that. For those who don't know what TCbH is, there's a link to review Jack did down in the description, so watch that in a new tab and then come right back here. For those of you who do know what TCbH is, you can also go watch their review, give the channel some love with extra views, and maybe even like a video or two, or you can just keep watching this and it's fine. TCbH Forsaken Isles is another standalone expansion similar to what the company did with Swords of the Coin. It has new adventures, it has new monsters, it has new locations, even has a few new rules. Forsaken Isles introduces the Doom mechanic, which is another lever that monsters can pull to knock your adventurers out. It also introduced a Kraken hunting mode, which provided you a shorter 5-round game as opposed to the standard 9. It does give up a bit of variety as you have to play with a set list of creatures, locations, and unhallowed, but it is kind of fun to sneak in a game of TCbH in a little bit faster time. Now, if Forsaken Isles was the only thing I was reviewing, I'd find it tough to say that you need this if you already have Swords of the Coin and TCbH. I think that there are some really cool things in here. In fact, I think my favorite adventure and everything is in this box, the Druid, for anybody who's wondering. But it just is a little bit more of the same. Again, this is in the hypothetical world where this is all I'm reviewing, but we don't live in that hypothetical world because Forsaken Isles is just a prelude to this big, bad mamma jamma. TCbH Doomed Run is the big box container for all of your TCbH boxes, with a little cubby here to hold all three. It also has nooks and crannies and dividers to separate out your creatures and your locations from each TCbH box, so that the only thing left in each box are the tokens, the character boards, and the dice. But that's not all. TCbH Doomed Run is also a campaign mode for TCbH that combines everything that's been released as of this video. We're talking the base game, we're talking Swords of the Coin and Forsaken Isles, we're even talking the Outriders creature expansion. And you need all of that to play through Doomed Run because it takes a bit of every set and combines it into a campaign that takes you through 7 different thematically resonant realms. The campaign introduces a ton more to play with if you are an avid fan of this game, and get this, it even includes a new, one-of-a-kind, never-before-seen board that you can use that's not a part of the box. It's just its own thing, and it's here now, and it's, look, not attached. It's crazy what technology can do nowadays. In Doomed Run, you play through 7 realms with increasing difficulty and bits of story sprinkled in as you progress. There's a voice narration of the story advertised in the box, but I did not pay for that, so I just got the 3 paragraphs or so that are in each chapter. Each realm has a set list of creatures, locations, and unhallowed you'll use for it, thematically matching where you are in the story. As you play through, there's white envelopes you'll unlock that will add more content to be used in the next realm. The campaign does give you bigger and smaller sized chunks of TCbH to play. You can set up and play through a realm as the whole of a gaming night if you'd like, which I feel is maybe a bit too much to ask for base TCbH on its own. On the reverse side, when you play through a realm, every 4 locations you'll come upon a game break card that instructs you to do some minor upkeep and a resetting of the board state, which in itself can be a short session of TCbH. You start your first expedition with only the 6 original characters in your company. As you play, you can complete side quests to unlock the other characters from the expansions, or even characters new to the Doomed Run campaign. You'll need to unlock characters this way as you play because every realm you must elect one of the characters you just played as a warden for the next realm, giving you a small boost, but at the same time removing that character from play until the very final round. You'll need to unlock more characters to keep up the pace as you lose one every realm, not to mention the ones that die. You can also get mythic items by completing side quests, which ultra boost the characters if you can keep them alive. All of these side quests have a stipulation though, making the game tougher in different ways, whether it be adding the first defeated creature back to the end of the line each round, or negating all passive abilities. If you make it through a bit of the realm, you'll get the reward listed and get to choose a new side quest. You're forced to complete these, but you do get the choice between 3 side quests at a time, putting one into play, putting one back on top of the deck for future consideration, and removing one from the game entirely. Its reward permanently gone for this run. To me, these side quests are what make the engine of this campaign run. Without them, this is just a more difficult version of Set a Watch. But the loop that they introduce of getting a new difficult stipulation that you have to navigate through, figuring out how to navigate through it, playing 4 rounds with that stipulation, and then getting a reward as a beautiful little carrot at the end is great. It introduces a ton of fun, and it's kind of nice to then choose a new side quest with a new stipulation that adds a lot of variety that I think this campaign kind of needs. Without giving any spoilers away, the campaign needs these side quests to have a bit more variety. You do play through different realms that have different creatures and locations that thematically make sense, but it doesn't do enough. I think that you eventually are just playing through Set a Watch again for 7 realms. And while you unlock new creatures and characters by progressing through the realms, it doesn't do much to make each realm stand out that much. And on the topic of the thematically resonant realms, I have a slight tangent to go on. Set a Watch Doomed Run is a organization system. Like, it also is how you're going to combine all 3 sets of Set a Watch into one giant box. But because it's an organization system, it has space for everything that you unlock throughout the campaign. But to get those things, you have to play through the campaign, and before you actually unlock all of the things, all of the cards just like flop around and make it really difficult to grab in, and you have to like use your fingernails to get some cards out, and you're really hoping you're not bending or peeling the cards in any way, but that's just how you kind of have to do it because it doesn't fit until you have unlocked everything. And so while you're playing through the campaign, it's just a lot of hassle that you maybe don't need. And then even when you finish the campaign and everything's unlocked, there's still a little bit of space left, and I think there might be a mini expansion on the way. I'm just guessing based off of how much space is left over. It might be trying to future-proof itself, but it just makes it a little bit of a hassle to play through. And on another slightly related tangent, this is a big box. I loved Set a Watch because it's a small box. I can take this with me whenever I go on a hike, or if I'm just going out to a brewery and I want to bring a small box game that has a lot of meat to it. I can pick this up and go. Now, not so much, because I've taken everything out of this box, and the only thing left in it are dice, coins, and the character boards. I have to go into this box to get the location cards, to get the unhallowed. I have to dig through and figure out where all the respites for this game are. And I guess I don't technically need to use the respites for this game. It turned a really great small box game that I love into this bigger thing. And so now if I want to take it out to a brewery, I have to go through and grab those things out. And by the time that I would do that, I've probably just already chosen a different small box game. And I think it's kind of sad that Set a Watch lost a bit of that charm for me. So is Set a Watch Doomed Run something that I would recommend purchasing? It kind of depends. If you already own Set a Watch and Swords of the Coin and want more of that game, yes, I wholeheartedly recommend getting this game. It's just so much more. You get a whole bunch of new characters and new locations and new creatures, and now you have like a cool way to organize things. I think that if that's the boat that you're in, which I think I am, yes, 100% go out and get this game. If you haven't tried Set a Watch but are really interested in the system and kind of want to go all in to start, I would say pump the brakes a little bit. I would say get Set a Watch and Swords of the Coin because you will need to get them anyways just to play the Doomed Run, try those out. Get your mileage out of them, and then come get this. It'll be here when you're ready for it. And if you have played Set a Watch and the Swords of the Coin expansion and are just a bit iffy on it, I'd say this is probably a hard pass. It's not a magic bullet that's just going to fix all the issues you have with the base game. It's a bit more of the same. In fact, a lot more of the same. And I think that just wouldn't be worth it. For me, I'm in the first boat. I really enjoyed my time playing through this campaign. I think, organizational issues aside, I would recommend getting this. That is my review. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Is there any adventure that you saw during my playthrough that you're excited to try out? Do you already have a favorite adventure picked out from either the Doomed Run or the Forsaken Isles expansion? What is your thoughts on this very small box becoming a very big box? Let me know your thoughts down below. I am Eric with the Cardboard Herald. Thanks for watching.